in the village of Teslin. So if you guys look back at my road trip of driving the Alaska Highway 2 years ago, the last time it came up, I almost ran out of gas up here. There was a gas station that's always open on the remote Cassiar Highway, and it was closed. And I almost screwed myself over, and I don't know how I made it. It was like super cold. It's like negative 20 or 30. And I just barely rolled into Teslin on fumes. It's pretty nuts. So we're definitely gonna fill up here. I'm not messing around. I do have 2 tanks in this truck, as you guys can see, like right there where you can switch it between them. But I don't know, I'm taking a chance. Keep on using my front tank and topping it off. All right, we're gonna go down here. This is usually where I stop in Teslin on the left, top this thing off with some fuel. Let's fill up. How's it going?
You're the guy from Instagram, right?
Yeah, I do that stuff on the side for sure.
I came across one of your things sometime.
Oh, it wasn't broken down? No.
Did you build it yourself?
It's just all like 2 inches of spray foam though, so it's probably like that. You don't feel any drafts or anything, you know?
Dude, this is amazing.
Thank you, man. Dude, how's the road? Did you come? Are you going heading north?
Yeah.
How's the road right now? Is it like pretty decent?
It's been worse.
It's a cool drive, man. They're just like, if anything goes down out there, it's like you're done, you know? There's like,
Yeah, it's, in the winter, it's definitely.
That's good to know some of the DOT boys and stuff like that, you know? The small world. The guy followed my Instagram page. I'm telling you, man, literally every time I stop this truck, I'll meet someone that's seen this stuff. Sometimes it's tough when you want some privacy, but at the same time, it's really cool because it shows me that it's inspiring people to get out and live their best life. And that's why I do it. You know, that's the other why. Remember I told you guys earlier about like why I do this, and it's because I'm just trying to live now as much as I can because that's what we have right now. But also the other reason is just inspiring people, man. It's so cool to see people get off their couch when you get out there and do stuff. I've had people email me campers they built, like replicas of this thing or their own camper, or I got a message from like a father and son email saying they just left, like took off across the country for 3 months, just road tripping, and I don't know, it's pretty cool. Anyway, we're back on the road, and we're gonna see if we can get to Watson Lake before dark and get on the Cassiar Highway. It's probably the most remote highway in Canada, on this side of it at least. Here we go. Just a beautiful evening out though. Would be a nice place to camp. Look at all the plugs in the windshield. Alright guys, we are here at Junction 37, which is where the Cassiar Highway starts. It's like 3:30 in the morning, so I'm calling it, man. Ugh. I'm getting sleepy. Really cool. Mail. Where that came from? Oh boy. Looks like it came from somewhere important. Well, let's get set up for bed here. Oh my goodness. I'm tired. Just gonna shuffle a couple things around. Cool, left my bedding out. Won't have to do much at all then. Let's put the air conditioner on the floor. My third brake light's out, and for some reason in Ford trucks, the cruise control and the transmission ground is tied to the third brake light. So when the bulb goes out, the transmission starts shifting funny and you lose cruise control. But the transmission is not shifting funny. But I went in and changed out the bulb, see if it'd work. Anyway, I was stepping in the side door of the truck and stepped off onto the ground, and I didn't look down, and I rolled the crap out of my ankle on a curb. Hopefully it's all right. It's the one that was in like a boot for 2 months when I was building the house. So hopefully it feels better in the morning, but it hurts right now. Get it around. Oh, I can't wait for bed. This is gonna feel so good. Keep in mind it's like 3:30 in the morning right now, and last night I only got 3 hours of sleep. I woke up at 5 in the morning, got the truck ready to go, and the truck got towed into town, fixed it all day. I left Anchorage at 6 p.m. and then I drove to 5 o'clock in the morning, and I slept till about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I've been driving all day today, other than that repair I had to make today. Now it's 3:30 in the morning, so I'm starting to feel it a little bit. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, good day. Let's do this. Yep. The Vietnamese coffee maker going. Been making coffee with this setup like pretty much every day for the last 7 years. Ooh. I love it. So good. I usually don't like eating like a big breakfast. I almost never eat breakfast, but the shake is really nice because I do like caffeine first thing in the morning. It's not great to drink much caffeine on a totally empty stomach. So anyway, we're gonna get her all packed up here and get out of here. Need to get you a name. I don't know what to name you just yet. Alright, trusty old 7.3. Fire this thing up, brush my teeth, and get our day started here. And by day started, I mean start driving. 700 miles. Whew. Alright. Okay, my friends, here we go. Hey, look, there's the map. Oh, yeah. So we're going to take the Cassiar Highway, which is Highway 37. It's way more remote than going the main Alaska Highway, but it's faster. It saves you like 280, 300 miles or so. The downside of taking the Cassiar Highway is if anything happens, mechanical-wise, you're in trouble. There's not a lot out there, so hopefully we're going to be good. All right, this is the last fill up for a while here in the Cassiar, so we're gonna top her off. Hopefully they have decent. Speaking of ravens, a little cabin you can stay at over there, I guess. Here we go, my friends, Cassiar Highway. At about, I want to say it's 400 miles long about. Remoteness. Here we go. There's nothing. Right up here is the cutoff where you can take Cassiar Highway, which is Highway 37 south, or you can take Highway 1 east, which is the Alaska Highway. I'm about to miss the turn. Not labeled. Is this a turn? Yes. There we go. The British Columbia sign, sweet. made it. Resurfacing the road here, digging out the ditches. Construction's been pretty good this year, hasn't been super crazy. It's cool. There's a jade store, Cassiar Mountain Jade. One of my favorite countries, New Zealand. I've been down there like 6 times, and there's a ton of jade down there. It's a big thing to make fish hook necklaces, or actually this thing right there on my arm. It's Maori fish hook, safety over water, the symbol for safety over water. And I used to get a jade necklace every time I went there because I kept losing them. Finally, I was like, I'm never gonna lose this again if I tattoo it to myself. So that's the story behind that tattoo. One misconception about the truck house here is that it's slow because it's an old truck with a cabin, but man, this thing mobs. I've been catching up to like pretty much everyone on this highway, cruising around him. Obviously RV is gonna be moving slower here, but this thing's not as slow as you think it'd be. I'm about to pass these guys. I'm gonna tell you one thing about the Cassiar Highway, man. There are no guardrails, and the road's really elevated on a really tall gravel platform with really steep sides, kind of like that. So if you go off this road, it should be pretty easy to do. Probably get all messed up and no one's gonna find you down there. You just roll off in the bushes. With all the potholes and the frost heaves, you have to be pretty careful. It's pretty easy to get like a big fat bounce, which gets your tires up in the air a little bit, lightens them up, and then you can lose control that way. So you just have to be on it and watching the road. Oh, nice. Okay, hold on. We're gonna make a little pit stop here. This is what I think it is. It totally is. Check this out. Oh yeah, buddy. You wouldn't know how special this little spot is right here unless you're really into whitewater. No way. They're getting ready to launch in Stikine. So this is one of the most iconic whitewater rivers in the world, probably the most difficult whitewater, big water. And I don't know what it's running, but pretty gnarly stuff downstream. That's cool. I just talked to those guys, and they're gonna try to make it down in I think 2.5 days if all goes well. But you float good ways downstream and you go into the Grand Canyon of the Stikine, and it is probably one of the most difficult whitewater runs in the world. Just massive waves, like ocean-sized 15-20 foot waves, holes that'll suck the lungs out of you, and just really crazy turbulent water, no escape. Huge canyon walls. It is runnable, but it's pretty dangerous. I actually had a friend die here, maybe I guess 10 years ago or so. So pretty serious run. It's pretty much just all the elites, the kayakers that run it. So anyway, we're not running it. We got a happy fun festival to go to with kayaking. So we're gonna go down there. Yeah, whitewater kayaking's changed a lot for me over the years. I've been doing it since I was a teenager, and I've done a lot of crazy stuff. Broke my back and neck whitewater kayaking. It's the only time I was ever injured in a kayak, and just did it in really good. But I don't want to say I've calmed down a ton, but I've definitely calmed down on my boating. I'm a lot more careful and conservative now, how I choose to do things. So we're not doing this one today. Let's get out of here. was awesome. That camper I just passed were subscribers that watched the channel. That was a really cool little Toyota camper they had. It's like all homemade and self-built. But anyway, we're on our way towards Dease Lake, which is somewhere kind of closest to halfway down the Cassiar Highway. And truck's running great, thank God. We're gonna fill up in Dease Lake and continue on. So my goal tonight is to drive the entire Cassiar Highway, which is like 400 something miles, and then go another like 3 or 4 hours past that and see if we can make it to Prince George. And if I can do that, it's gonna make tomorrow a lot easier. I'll be like at the Clearwater Kayak Festival like late tomorrow night. It's funny, like trying to save money on paint, so they just painted one yellow line. It's pretty good. I tell you one thing, the gas in Canada, or the diesel right now, is not cheap. It's like right at $10 a gallon. But guess what? You don't have a choice. It's either $10 a gallon or you walk 2,000 miles and have to carry everything I get in here. So this is a pretty good deal, relatively. Truck in the ditch. We're at 37 South. Next fuel, 152 kilometers. We're getting there. Oh boy, I see the Canadian Rockies. We're almost to the end of the Cassiar, just a few miles away, the south end of it. We're only 585 miles away from Clearwater Ski Hill, which is where the Clearwater Kayak Festival is. So we're getting there. We're pretty good. And really glad I've been pushing super hard, and the truck is running like a freaking top. It's running awesome. All right. Woo! We made it! Made it down the Cassiar. Freaking awesome. All right, let's head towards Prince George, get on our way. Ooh, look at that river. Man, there's a lot of water in the rivers up here right now. River's high. Hey, what's up, man? Just calling to check in, let you know I made it south of the Cassiar Highway, and about 580 miles from Clearwater, BC, where that festival is. But anyway, man, just thinking about you. Only had a couple breakdowns, and I tried to call you. I should be back to service for the most part, kind of in and out here for a little bit, but I'm planning on being through Canada, back into the States on Monday, once that festival is over on Sunday. But I'll keep in touch, man. Love you. In classic road trip fashion, I'm having chips for dinner, beef sticks. There's something about, I don't know, when I just start driving a long ways, I just don't eat that much. Usually I get kind of snacky. Anyway, we're about maybe 400 miles from Clearwater, BC right now. I don't know if I'm going to make it to Prince George tonight. Hopefully I will, but I'm going to definitely stop when it gets dark. Just because my off-road lights went out up there. And I need to fix that tomorrow and figure out what's going on. We're in the town of Burns Lake right now. Oh man, look at the Chinese place. It sounds so good. It's going to stick with my chip dinner though. Prince George to the left, we're going this way. I just finished texting my buddy Matt, who's throwing the festival I'm going to, the paddling festival. Sorry, I'm so tired. And he was telling me that I guess one of the highways is kind of on fire right now. There's a forest fire. So there's only 2 ways to go, and he's not sure which one it is. He just heard one of them's burning and there's a detour. So I'm gonna figure that out in the morning. So I'll probably just stop a little bit further up here right before it gets dark and research that. Actually get some sleep tonight. Oh, so tired. I'll stop pretty soon here and call it a night. Maybe about 30 miles from Prince George. All right, cool. Into our rest area. Call it a night. Oh. Good morning, y'all. I have a video premiere this morning, so it's like 6:30 morning, and I haven't tried it out, but I'm gonna go set up the Starlink Mini, which I got for the road trip because this is my job, doing internet stuff. So we're gonna set it up and see if it works in Canada. Let's find out. Oh, another sunny day, man. What a nice day's out. So here it is. I have Starlink at my cabin in Alaska because the town I live in does not have good internet service. It's like dial-up, so you have to have Starlink or you can't do anything in the internet. Most of my videos on YouTube are anywhere between 10 to 20 gigabytes, which is huge, and I have to upload that to the internet, which would take forever with a dial-up. So I do have Starlink at the cabin, but right before this road trip, like 2 weeks before, they came out with the Starlink Mini, and they had a special deal where you could get it pretty cheap. So we're gonna set it up and see how well it works. Pretty stoked about this. I'll put up my hood. I freaking wish they would do 12 volt. I still haven't done it. It's still 120. So it uses unnecessary power, but you plug that in there and set it up here. I charge this anyway. Fire this up. Turn the AC on. Plug this in. Look at all these bugs. Holy bugs. It is gnarly. The power draw, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's 37 watts. So it's pretty large power draw, but really small compared to the old Starlink. So let's go see if it's working. One way to find out. Hey, morning.
How you doing?
Just getting the day started here.
Good. You actually got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I watched.
Yeah, all right on.
Yeah, I saw your truck here. I'm like, I gotta stop and introduce myself to this
Oh
guy.
yeah, man. Yeah, Timmy.
Bruce.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like I do it every Thursday, so I'm setting up right now. I haven't used that Starlink yet, but
Oh yeah,
gotta go, like,
that's
release
fantastic.
video.
I
Yeah.
watched you like 40 below or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah,
and
man.
Your old
Yeah.
Ford still starts and everything.
Yeah, it's a little more comfortable right now, but
Yeah, I bet it
that's
is.
funny.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, here's
Hey.
it. We're gonna turn this thing off.
Yeah.
It's literally the alarm for the thing coming up right now.
Where are you headed?
I've got a buddy's kayak festival down in like Clearwater, so I'm gonna get
Oh,
there
yeah.
tonight and help him set up. And,
Yeah, you do
Yeah.
lots of paddling then?
yeah, I try. Well, not I was doing some cabin stuff this summer, but yeah,
Yeah.
this will be my first time paddling all summer, pretty much.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
You do all the YouTube stuff too, or no?
I don't do any. I'm just browsing and I stumbled across you once,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This guy's pretty cool."
Yeah, nice,
so,
man. Yeah.
So I just wanted to introduce myself, anyways.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well,
Right on, man.
enjoy BC while you're here.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple days in.
Well, take
Right on,
care,
good to
man.
meet you, man.
Yeah. Awesome job with the video.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Take care.
That's funny. Had a fan stopping by to say hi. That's cool, man. I don't know. Like I was saying before, that's like part of the reason I do it. It just like inspires a lot of people to get out there and do stuff. So pretty neat. Himself a Silverado. All right, coffee time. Is the Starlink working? Let's see. I hope it is. Let's find out. Starlink. It's online. No way. Yeah, that is sweet. Let's do a speed test. No way. That's super fast. That's so cool. That's awesome. I'll be able to do my work anywhere now. So cool. Okay, anyway, Starlink definitely works. Welcome to Canada. Tap to view the terms of service. Uh-oh. Sure I'm not gonna get ripped off here. I think we're good. Okay, anyway, awesome. That's exciting. I remember when cell phones wouldn't even work in Canada. If you had a cell phone in the States, and they finally made data roaming plans so you could actually use your cell phone out of the country. Got my favorite coffee in the world. You guys know what I'm drinking over here. A little bit of Pilates here. I've been drinking this coffee for years and years and years, and it's just my favorite coffee, like ever since I moved to Alaska. Freaking love it. Let's see here. The video I'm releasing this morning is pretty funny. It's just me and Dustin attempting to mountain bike Ilieska Resort on like a beach cruiser. Or Dustin, I was gonna do it, but then we ran out of time. We'll get to the resort like right before it closed. You'll see Dustin suffer in this video. If you guys look back at the videos, I think it's called like the dumbest thing I've ever done, or the dumbest thing we've ever done. Let's make a shake. I also need to change clothes. Really excited to get a shower today. I'm gonna be back around a public use shower area, so that'll be kind of nice. And I'm excited about the kayaking festival coming up. Matt's one of my raft guide buddies that I used to raft guide with like back when I was a teenager. So I've known him, he's one of my oldest friends. Known him a long time. And I didn't teach him how to paddle. He had a kayak before I met him, but I kind of showed him some ropes and tried to get him boating a little bit better than he was whitewater kayaking. And we went our separate ways eventually. Then he actually started a whitewater kayak festival the same year that I did, ironically enough, in 2008. A year I started 6 Mile, he started Clearwater Kayak Fest, or his buddy Ben did, or him and Ben. And Ben passed away, unfortunately. And that's the main reason for the Clearwater Fest. It's like a celebration of Ben's life and gathering everyone together. And kind of like the 6 Mile Festival, it's really ironic. My buddy Javier and I thought Alaska needed like a paddling festival to gather people, because it's hard to meet people in Alaska. And we kept talking about it, but then he moved away to college and left state and everything. So I went ahead and started the 6 Mile Festival in 2008, and Hav passed away paddling also, just like Ben did. It's pretty nuts. So the 6 Mile Festival is like a big honor towards Hav, and here it is now. And yeah, it's crazy how it's come full circle. Breakfast shake. That's so good. Okay, my friends, we are done with the video premiere, so let's hit the road. I've got some stuff I need to do to the truck. I need to install a door stop. This door just pushes all the way in and doesn't stop anywhere because I don't have a door stop. So I'm gonna stop at a hardware store in the next week and see how you can push it past where you need to. So I'm gonna stop at a hardware store and just pick up a little piece of metal, little bracket, flat bracket or something, and do that. I also need to change out my porch lights. A couple of them are out. Let's go for a ride, shall we? We'll warm the truck up, put the Starlink up, and be on our merry way. Fire it up. Alright. I think what our plan is we're gonna get to Prince George, and I need to wash this car off. It's just full of bugs all over everything. And once we get everything washed off, we're gonna start heading south towards the town of Clearwater, and that's where the kayak festival is happening. So these power stations are pretty freaking sweet. So what I'm doing now is charging the power station. Pretty cool to see how my power station is charging with my 12-volt plug-in right there. Cigarette lighter, so pretty cool. Okay, we got her all washed up, and we're gonna go grab some breakfast in downtown Prince George. Anyway, this place called Ritual Coffee is supposed to be really good, downtown Prince George, so let's go check it out. So I walked into the gas station to get some car wash tokens, and when I was in there, I heard someone shout out my name, and it was some dude that watched the channel. He's a trucker down here. I guess he'd seen the Arctic drives and stuff, but it's crazy, man. It's like literally everywhere I go, every single gas station I stop at, someone has seen the videos. It's just freaking wild. I feel like I don't have that big a channel or anything. But we swung by Ritual Coffee, got ourselves a cinnamon bun, a little 12-ounce latte, and we're on our way out of this town. Later, Prince George. I don't know if I'd ever live here.
And I was 18, and Jimmy would have been 18 too.
Okay, guys, we're pretty close to Jasper and the Alberta borderline up here. This is one of the most beautiful parts of the Alaska Highway. It's gorgeous down here. We're about to get into like the largest part of the Canadian Rockies, most impressive part. Anyway, this is the turn south up here. Hopefully the fires don't stop us from getting through here. We're gonna find out. Going towards Belmont, Clearwater, and all that stuff. Let's do it. Alrighty. So we've got a really awesome canyon for some whitewater paddling down there. Look at that water. Gorgeous. Okay, we've arrived in Belmont, so let's go get some fuel. I'm literally just about out. It is just gorgeous out. What a day. I think this might be Mount Robson off to the left, but I'm not positive. Alright, we made it to Clearwater. Let's go hit the hardware store. They close in like 15 minutes. I gotta grab something. We just stopped here at Clearwater Hardware because I need to fix this door swinging, no problem. The door is actually swinging into the camper when I drive now. So I'm making a door stop. Using these brackets and some square drive wood screws, and I'm going to put this bracket, I'm thinking just for now, temporary solution, kind of against here, and it's going to just barely catch the door. That way it can't push all the way through. I think this is going to work. I forgot to seat it. So that still passes, so I need to seat it like right there. Edge of this, basically. There's a 2x4 stud in here, so that'll help. Does that catch it? That catches enough. I'm going to switch back to the impact. Square drive. This. The survey says. Nice. Really ghetto, but that's a doorstop for now. Like I was saying, there's a 2x4 that is the door jamb right behind this. So there's actually something to back it up. That's it. That did it. Sweet. Oh, problem solved. We'll get a door stop so the door can't swing in when I'm driving anymore. Guess what, everybody? It's time for Timmy Talk. That's right. I'm just driving along with the radio off and thinking. Today's subject is just about the world, at least in the United States of America right now, and why we're at each other's throats. I don't understand it. I consider myself to be really reasonable. I try to listen to every side of everything and understand where they're coming from, and then build my own perception of how things are based off everything I'm hearing around me, and based off what I see, based off objective truths. And what I was thinking about now is even objective truths are subjective, technically, indirectly, because everything that goes into your brain and is filtered into your brain, it's preconditioned. Your thoughts about that thing entering your brain are preconditioned, just with how you grew up, your background, your friends, their opinions. You've been molded, per se. So even if you see something that's factual, you still might have a different perception on that factual information than the guy beside you, because everyone's different. No one's the same. And I think the biggest problem with the world today, at least in the USA right now, is people just aren't good to each other, and they don't listen to each other. There's no patience anymore. People can't pull themselves away from their opinions and just listen to someone else's opinion and try to learn from it, try to grow from it, try to understand where they're coming from. And if you can't do that, if you can't talk to someone and listen and truly listen, then how are you ever going to figure anything out? How are you ever going to come to an agreement about whatever the subject is? And I don't know. I try to live my life like that. I don't pick political sides. I'm just not a really one-sided person. I really like to listen to everyone and everything around me and respect their opinions, because just because I don't think their opinion's correct doesn't mean their opinion's wrong. You know, it's their subjective truth. So anyway, I'm just blabbering on, but just be good to each other is my point, and listen to each other. I don't care if you don't agree with your person, just try to listen every now and then. It's good for you. All right, back to the road.